Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black House Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're old to the channel, you already know the vibes, man. Hey, if you want to follow me on Instagram, follow me at Real Black House Booking. DM me, hit me up, and you see where I post the funniest wrestling memes. Also, if you want to join my Discord, links in the description down below, where we have conversations all around the world, wrestling fans from all around the world, where we have respect for one another and we have a great time in the Discord, be chilling with the homies. So, and also, upcoming hot takes video part two. If you're going to be a part of that, you need to hurry up and join the Discord and drop your hot takes in the hot takes tab. But y'all not here for that. Y'all here for me to talk about the releases in the wrestling world over the past few days. I've been waiting. You guys have been asking, and I'm like, no, more gonna keep coming. So I'm not going to drop the video yet until I know for certain that they're gonna be done for a while. And I think we're gonna be at a pretty good position right now. They made releases in WWE and AEW, not so much in AEW, but a lot in WWE. And I have a lot of different opinions about this. So first things first, right? I'm never an advocate of people losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods, something that they worked their whole entire life to get to. That's not what this is, right? And I really hope those people, get back on their feet, maybe either find a new career or find success in the indies or find success in AEW or maybe even TNA, New Japan, whatever the case may be. I will say this though. I have been an advocate for a very long time of WWE specifically needs to get rid of the fluff that they have on their roster. Get rid of the individuals who you're doing nothing with. You're wasting their time and you're wasting your own time. And especially the individual who you're putting on TV and nothing is coming of it. They're just on TV for literally no reason. Cedric Alexander, for example. Cedric Alexander, even though he might not be my favorite guy, or whatever the case may be, Cedric Alexander is a serviceable wrestler. He's very, good in ring. The stuff that he did, 205 Live was sensational. And with the Hurt Business, I feel like he could have been built up to be something. You feel me? I feel like he could have been way more serviceable than he was in WWE instead of going to NXT and being a part of nonsensical stories that really he had no value in being a part of. I'm very surprised Apollo Crews didn't get dropped, if I'm being completely honest. But Apollo Crews does a little bit more than Cedric Alexander. No disrespect to either one of those guys. I hope Cedric Alexander goes to AEW, which there are already reports saying that he's going to do that. So that was one that wasn't super duper surprising to me, but they kind of was using him in NXT, maybe to at least help Javon Evans, build up his character. But I feel like, hey, they said, well, enough is enough. Let me talk about a more recent one. Elektra Lopez. Elektra Lopez getting released is kind of nasty work because WWE put her in a position to get released. How are you gonna have a valet that's a part of a stable but can't even be the valet in the stable? Which is the same thing that happened that Scarlett. uh, If it wasn't for Karrion Kross and Scarlett being a package deal, Scarlett could have easily been a part of this as well. Because Scarlett is a part of a stable, was a part of a stable, which the Final Testament, which had AOP and the fake Don Callis. I'm just playing. No, I'm just joking. But like Scarlett's whole thing with Karrion Kross was that she was the mouthpiece for him at NXT. Now he does most of the talking. So you had two managers, a part of a stable with a tag team and Karrion Kross, and then you added the Miz pseudo, like somewhat. So it's kind of like, bro, there was nothing for a lot of those individuals to do. And the same thing with Legado del Fantasma. Santos Escobar actually started doing more of the talking. So I'm like, what's the point of Alexia Lopez being here if you're not gonna let her valet and be the manager? She's supposed to be doing talking as well. But Santos Escobar literally was doing a lot of the talking. Like it's like WWE forgot what valets and managers are supposed to be used for. And B-Fab with Street Profits almost suffered that same fate. Luckily, they letting B-Fab wrestle more. And now Street Profits are really just doing their thing. So I don't even know if B-Fab is even gonna be rocking with them like that. But yeah, Alexa Lopez getting released was kind of nasty work because she can be a serviceable valet and manager because she's always been good with Legado del Fantasma in NXT, but they put her in position to get released. So a lot of these people is really not their fault, which is most of the time. That's most of the time that's the case with AOP. AOP could have done AO. You put the belts on the War Raiders. You could have put the belts on ALP gang. It literally would have been the same thing. And they have a manager. What you should have did was Final Testament, Karrion Cross builds AOP up, tells them to go out and get it, go out and show me that y'all want to be the best. So why y'all got a second chance to come here like I did. And after they defeated the YS6, AOP should have got the World Tag Team Championships on Raw, and they could have been kept. Not saying you should release the War Raiders, but I think AOP could have got that treatment because like I think AOP from an aesthetic standpoint could be more interesting as champions because they to be dominant tag team champions. War Raiders are more talented in ring for sure, and they're more serviceable on the mic. They don't need a manager to service them. So I understand. But AOP could have been a dominant tag team, and then you could have had the Clash of the Titans with the War Raiders or whatever the case may be. But that's just my opinion. I mean, they didn't really make a difference with the Y6 feud because it's really about Karrion Cross and The Miz. So again, WWE put them in a position to get released because the AOP just could have been a serviceable tag team for the division. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all put them in a storyline that was a mid card to lower card storyline that was interesting. But the most interesting part about it was the YS6 and Karrion Cross and The Miz. Everybody else was just like sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Um, Speaking of managers, valets, Sonya Deville. This one was puzzling for me because Pure Fusion literally just was looking good in the Royal Rumble. Then you release Sonya Deville. Now, what is Pure Fusion going to do? Are we going to get Shayna Baszler versus Zoe Stark and break them up? We've done that already. If they would have released Zoe Stark, I would have lost my mind. If they would have released Shayna Baszler, I would have lost my mind because that would have been a very bad decision to make. But releasing Sonya Deville is also not the decision that I'm extremely happy with because Sonya Deville can talk. Sonya Deville has proven that she can. Mic wise, she's pretty good. In ring wise, she was good. Fire and Desire was dope to me. Um, with Mandy Rose, and I think Sonya Deville is a lot better than she's gotten credit for. She was out for personal reasons, not because she wasn't good or they couldn't have found nothing for her because hers as GM, she was actually, I liked her as GM during her time, in my opinion. She was a good heel GM. Um, that's what I'm gonna miss though. I'm not gonna lie. I like Sonya Deville. Should have been put her with Shayna Baszler. Her, Shayna Baszler, and Ronda Rousey should have been a team before you did this Pure Fusion stuff. So, like I said, a lot of these is on them. So, but I understand why. Let me just say this, right? When I play WWE 2K and I'm trying to build a roster, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do Raw and SmackDown, and I'm gonna do 30 and 30. Then when I start doing it, I'm like, but I'm missing this person. I'm missing this person. I'm missing this person. I'm missing this person. So then I have a roster of 50 to 60 for both shows. Then I'm like, bro, I cannot book 50 to 60 people for the whole year. It's very annoying. And it's not fun because I got to worry about all these people and I'm worried that I'm not booking enough people. That's what WWE is going through right now. Their roster should be trimmed down and cut to the point where, okay, we can book all these people. And if you don't need to see this person every week, you can at least see this person every other week or every 2 weeks, and you'll know this person is part of the company and you won't forget about them. That's what WWE needs to do. If you want to be completely honest, they should have dropped a lot of NXT people. And I'm not trying to be funny, but NXT roster is bigger than Raw and SmackDown. If you really think about it, they have way more people because they still got people in the Performance Center who's not even on NXT yet, technically. So what they should have did was get rid of some of NXT people who you know are not going to do anything. Maybe not the ones who still in PC, but the ones on the roster that's just sitting there. You could have got rid of some of them. That's just my opinion. Isla Dawn, nasty work. Unholy Union was a serviceable women's tag team. That women's tag team division is not good. The best women's tag teams are on NXT. You're not using Katani Chance and Kaden Carter at all. Hopefully they're doing something now that they're officially moved to a new show. So hopefully you actually do something with them. But like come on, bro. Like I think I And Isla Dawn fine, by the way. I think Isla Dawn and Alba Fire was a serviceable tag team. They didn't get rid of Alba Fire, which I'm happy about because when she was Kaylee Ray, she was putting in work. Alba Fire can still be a good solo star. She's someone who I can see being a future United States Women's Champion for sure, a mid card champion for sure, because she's that good. But Isla Dawn, I hope she go to AEW. I think AEW would know what to do with Isla Dawn. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. That one kind of rubbed me the wrong way because Isla Dawn is good. You know what you could have did? It, you could have made a faction with Isla Dawn, Scarlet, Shotzi, maybe even Alba Fire. That's the you could have had the weird goth girl faction with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what you could have did. I mean, especially Scarlet, Isla Dawn, and Shotzi. They're cool people, so you definitely could have did that and then let Alba Fire go on her own. But whatever. Um, Giovanni Vinci is a tough one for me. If people said him trying to holler at Tiffany Stratton was rumors or whatever the case may be, cool, but he definitely did something because they built him up, gave it these vignettes, and then they buried him with the golden shuffle. They gave him an old school burial for sure. Like they got Giovanni Vinci up out of there. They got him up out that water ASAP. So he for sure did something at minimum, bro. It's no way you bury somebody like that, you build him up and bury him like that, and he didn't do nothing. Even if it wasn't the Tiffany Stratton thing that people came up with, he messed up one way, shape, or form. That doesn't mean that he should have got released, of course. They could have given him a chance, but because I liked him as a part of Imperium, I wish they could have just kept Imperium. But whatever the case may be, he got buried, and he actually could have had a cool Andrew Tate type of gimmick, Gucci's sweatsuits, alpha male type of gimmick, but they buried him instead. So Giovanni Vinci, nasty work. Lou Gallows and Carl Anderson, that'll be fine. I didn't even know that they were still in WWE. If they go to New Japan, they go to Japan and be rock stars. Like they can survive on the independent scene. New Japan, if TNA wants them, like they're serviceable anywhere they go. They're a good tag team, and you seen what Carl Anderson could do on his own as well. So I'm not really worried about them. I forgot they were on the roster though. I'm not gonna cap with y'all. I literally forgot that they were on the roster. And as far as Blair Davenport goes, that's nasty. Blair Davenport didn't even get a chance. Like you build certain individuals up and you give us these expectations. Now, she was hurt, yes, but you ain't even let her do nothing on the main roster. You didn't even give her a chance, bro. Like I'm surprised Kiana James got hurt, but I'm surprised, bro. Like, bro. Don't be shocked, bro. Like y'all build up these people from NXT to put them on the main roster. I'm not saying send her back to NXT, but if you didn't think she was ready, like I don't know, bro. Blair Davenport is one that's kind of weird to me because they really didn't do nothing with her. I thought she was gonna do. She did the thing with Unholy Union, and then after that, nothing. Like literally nothing. So, with Blair Davenport, go to AEW. Go back. Go over there. Go to AEW. I'm sure AEW will actually let you do something at minimum. Maybe not though, because speaking of AEW, AEW had releases as well, not just WWE. And these ones are two quick ones: Miro and Ricky Starks, which we knew Ricky Starks was leaving. And Miro, I'm happy for you, bro. Now, are you gonna go back to WWE and be Rusev? I don't know. I would stay on the independent scene and get some burn before trying to go back to WWE, in my opinion, because let's keep it a stack. Rusev ain't Rusev without Lana. I'm not gonna lie. So you come back and just be Rusev by yourself. It's like Andrade without Zelina Vega, and I love Andrade. Y'all know that, but Andrade without Zelina Vega don't hit the same. So Rusev without Lana is not gonna hit the same. And Ricky Starks is coming to WWE for sure. Cody Rhodes is ready to welcome his boy with open arms. So Ricky Starks definitely gonna head over there, and I'm sure even CM Punk would be like, "Hey, come on, come over here real quick. Let me talk to you." So. AEW's releases. AEW roster is not as big as I thought it was. I just did a video with Influential Sports, and I'm looking at the roster. It's really not that big. So them getting rid of them too is fine. I'm surprised Keith Lee wasn't on that list, but hopefully they got something for Keith Lee. He could come in and do something of significance. But WWE gotta get rid of. They have stop signing people just so the competition can't sign people. Stop signing people to hold them hostage so no one else can sign them, bro. Use who you're gonna use, but here's the thing with WWE. You got rid of all those people, but don't just use the same 15 people every week now. Now use the people who, okay, is even more space for those people to wrestle and be on TV and have stories as well. That's my issue with WWE. WWE has this gigantic roster and don't use like 60% of the roster. They only use 40% of the roster. Now that we have this and we're in this position, we got rid of some more people. Either get rid of a couple more people and use the people that you have, or just utilize people that you got and let them shine now because there's more room to do so. Because they got rid of people who don't do anything. So that to me, that means that there should be even more room to do things. Or you could spread people across more shows, more NXT appearances, which Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, you know what I'm saying, like Roxanne Perez is going across the rosters and stuff like that. Cool, but like let's have more established, like, okay, this person's gonna be here, this person's gonna be here. Make the brand split mean something. Why have a transfer portal if motherfuckers is still going to the same scope, still going to every show? That don't make no damn sense to me. And that's a story for another day. The transfer portal to me makes no sense because motherfuckers is still going to different shows. Make the brand split mean something. You just cut the roster down, you just trim the fat. Now let people be on their established shows. And like I said, I'm not advocating people losing their job, but WWE needed to release people because it's too many people, bro. Like I'm trying to focus on certain individuals. So, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, leave love, support as always, man. Talk to you guys later, man. Peace out.